Our second inspirational speaker is a woman of many talents who wears many different hats with ease. Grace Rakow has had a lifelong affliction with dogs. Tonight she'll share with you a few reasons that dogs make great companions. In her speech entitled Dog Days, Skunk Nights. Please welcome Toastmaster extraordinaire, Grace Rakow.
Thank you, Vijay. I appreciate that wonderful introduction. Before I begin, I want to let everybody know that I'm going to try my best to inspire everyone here to become a companion to a dog. But before I make my powerful, inspiring speech, I would like, by show of hands, how many people right now already live with a dog or have a dog in their life? 1, 2, 3, about 3, 4 of us. How many people have ever had a dog in their life? There's a couple people not. How many people, it's like the last thing they could even imagine, and just sounds awful. 1, oh, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 2. All right.
These two can't hear us.
Not me.
Watch them.
Not me.
All right. I know that there's a lot of different feelings about it. I know it's challenging in this world to have a dog sometimes, just because of space and time and being able to give a dog all the things that a dog deserves. But this has been a wonderful season of warm weather. Oh, we've been having, what was it, like 100 degrees just recently? Like the dog days of summer right into October. And I don't know where everybody lives, but in our neighborhood, when the weather is warm, the skunks come out. And if you live with a herd of terriers, as Ron and I do, the inevitable happens. The terriers and the skunks meet, and the terriers end up with eau de pepe on their, all over them. It's awful. And this is exactly what happened recently. I was outdoors. It was a balmy fall evening. I was enjoying a telephone conversation with a very nice friend. And then I smelled something. And I thought, oh no, I've got to get the dogs in. And then I saw the dogs. They're on the lawn. They're rubbing their faces. And that meant I was already too late. But this is not the first time it's happened. I know exactly what to do, and my trusty assistant also knew what to do. I ran in the house and got the shower going. My assistant carried the dogs in with long arms, held way far away from the body. The dogs go in the shower. All of them go in. They all get the warm water, washing the skunk spray out of their eyes and nose, and then they start to realize that getting a bath isn't so bad. And that's when I bring out the perfumed shampoo. We have this great stuff we get at Costco. It's human shampoo. It's like stinky and awful. It comes in a big, huge bottle, and we can just suds up. There's like no limit to the amount of suds. So we get this tub full of suds and dogs, and it's getting pretty good. And that's about when Ron says to me, please remind me again, why do we have dogs? And I say, well, first thing that comes to mind, we don't need a burglar alarm. No one can get within 50 feet of our house without the dogs letting us know. Not even Girl Scouts selling cookies. Now, of course, there's a downside to that. Ron and I both miss the Thin Mints. And, of course, that's probably a good thing too, because it helps with the weight control. Middle age brings a lot of challenges in that regard, so we're probably better off without the Girl Scout cookies. Another thing that is pretty good about having dogs, especially a bunch of terriers, is there is absolutely no need to clean the house. The reason being, of course, is that the terriers are continually bringing in dirt. No matter how much we might clean, the house never gets any cleaner. So we don't need to clean. In fact, we can, if we want to, we can grow potatoes right in the living room. Another thing, and this is, Ron always brings this up because he likes this very much. People, once they know you live with a bunch of terriers, think you're crazy. Which means that you don't have to act normal at all. You can get away with murder because people just expect anyone who lives with that many dogs isn't going to behave normally anyway. And I think that's a pretty good thing. Well, now it's start to be time to start rinsing off the dogs. And I like to switch to the massage setting on the shower head. And the dog, oh, they like that. Oh, yeah, this is good, this is good. And about then I remember that another advantage to having dogs, especially so many dogs, is we save money on vacations because we don't go. Now, there are people who volunteer frequently. Oh, I'll take care of your dogs. You guys should go on a nice vacation. Oh, I'll take care of your dogs. And about the time that I start explaining to them what to do if the dogs get hit with a skunk, and it's always all of them, they think, oh, wait a minute. I have a family reunion that week. I'm sorry, I won't be able to take care of your dogs after all. So we save a lot of money not going on vacations. We save the fuel, which reduces our carbon footprint, right? Helps save the planet. Who knows what polar bear is now alive because we have so many dogs. And speaking of saving the planet, dogs are great population control. With a house full of dogs, how could we possibly have children? It just doesn't make any sense. So population control, more saving of the planet, very good. Now the dogs, they're still in the bath, they're all relaxed now and looking like little angels, like they've never even heard what a skunk was. And they feel that perhaps it's their responsibility that we have saved the planet so much. And I think maybe that's true. I think maybe they are really instrumental in making the world a better place. So we have to take the dogs out of the shower. Luckily, Ron has brought in a big stack of towels by this time. We swaddle the dogs in the towels and get them all roughed up and energized, and then they start going all over the house. They're running this way, they're running that way, they're rolling, they're biting one another, they're all excited. And this helps Ron and I with our coping skills. Because this is what life is like. It is so chaotic out there in the real world. And every day, if you're dealing with a herd of terriers, your coping skills are greatly improved. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you already have dogs. I know some of you have had dogs and maybe miss having a dog. I know some of you maybe have never even dreamed of having a dog. But I'm here to testify that having a dog makes the world a better place, makes you a better person, and as a tremendous bonus, your whole neighborhood can have the heady aroma of skunk. Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Grace.